Hi everyone, and thanks for watching CS Academy, worldwide educational platform for computer science, OAS and A-levels. This is Sabihuddin Ahmed Siddiqui, and now I'm going to take you to task 2 of 0478 October November 2017. Now here the required stuff is different than the previous one, that is the task 1, and here you have to just record bookings. So this task 2 requires you to just record bookings, and how to record bookings. Again we have to use arrays. So now the required statement is store bookings for each plane, which planes are available at a given time slot during the day, calculate the actual number of flights taken by each plane in that day. So first of all, I need to make you clear that if you are going to just search for the plane, if you are going to store them in an array, so once it is used, it will be removed from the array, and next time when you search for it, there will be some messages, or there will be no message. So moving on to the next slide to explain you further. Now here are the arrays declared for these operations and for the task 2 record bookings. So here you can see I have declared two sets of arrays. The first one is type of flight, 0 location is equals to 2-seater, type of flight location 1 is equals to 4-seater, and type of flight 2 is equals to historic plane. So these two types of arrays will work differently. So the second part is string flight type, that means the total you can say the total procedure during the day since 8 AM till 18 PM. So there are 11 moves. Let's suppose we have 6 flights, including 2-seater for 30 minutes, 2-seater for 60 minutes, 4-seater for 30 minutes, and 4-seater for 60 minutes, and historic plane 30 minutes and historic plane 60 minutes. In between there are 4 intervals of not available. So once you will see that in these 11 hours we have declared 11 arrays, so you can count them 0 till 10 equals to 11. So when the loop will go forward, you will see that on each turn or on each instance, you will see that this will show you the message that if the plane is available, or if the rider, or if the, you can say, the user comes at in that hour, which is already fed into the array. So you will see that the message will appear if it is available, then 2-seater, which plane is available, that will be displayed on screen, and if the seat or if the plane is not available, it won't be displayed on screen except not available. The message will be displayed on screen that will be not available. So moving on to the next slide to further demonstrate this. Now here is the program flow. For time, this time is kept as start value is 8 to 18. So since 8 will be counted as 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So you will count this right from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So you will see that there are 11 moves. So during the day, during the course of flights, that they will start at 8 until 18 PM. So you are going to input length of flight. So you can see that length of flight, once it is entered, you are going to just check it. If length of flight equals to 30, then what to do? Input type of plane. Again you are just setting that and calculating that which plane has more flights, or which plane has how many flights. So each type of flight will set the total number of correspondence. That means if flight 0, that means if 2-seater flight from 30 minutes is approached, so that means the counter should run for this particular flight of 30 minutes. And similarly, if the same flight or same 30-minute flights 4-seater plane, so the 4-seater plane, for 4-seater plane, you can see that here I just again explain again to just understand this clearly, that this here you can see that this is for the plane here, right? So this 0 tells you about this is the 2-seater, and here when you come this to 1, so this is 4-seater, and this is input type of plane will store either any of these three sets of plane, that is 2-seater, then 4-seater, and historic of 30 minutes. These are 30 minutes, right? These are the 30 minutes. Okay, so these are 30 minutes flight. Okay, so now in each case you can see the counter separately count the total number of this flight which are corresponding to the input values. So you can see this way there are different variables which count them separately just for counting each flight's number of counts. And you can see there are 3 flights done. Now else message, invalid type of plane. If you enter something wrong, so the invalid plane, enter invalid plane error. And then else case of this, the outer one, this is the outer one, you can see is the end if. This is the else for this, and you can see you started if here and this comes to an end here. So these are the 2 loops which are nested, so and testing each condition separately. So now moving on to the next part, that will show you the procedure for 60-minute calculation. So now if flight type time, that means the counter will run here in time. So you can see this counter, this is time is a counter, time is a counter. A counter works like a counter, and to just make you understand the time, the hours are passing on and on. Okay, so after each hour you will see the situation will be different, and these are the variables which have been declared here. T1 for 60-minute calculation, but if the plane remains the same, 2-seater for 2-seater 60 minutes, 2-seater, and 4-seater 60 minute, and historic plane for 60 minutes. All these are for 60 minutes, right? So these are all for 60 minutes, all for 60 minutes, right? So print plane is not available, flight type time, that means if this goes wrong, if not equal to this plane, so that means this will stop functioning and the plane will not be listed. Our plane will not be displayed in terms that if something entered wrong. Else if flight type time not equals to this type, that means you have put the second check, so it will stop. So this is also for 30 minutes. This is not for 60 minutes. Sorry for this. This is not for 60 minutes. This is for 30 minutes. That's it. You can see this. This is for, because you can see the control is set over there. If the type of plane, right, is not equals to the plane stored in flight type. See, this is here. Here we have stored. This is a store. This is a store. This is a flight store. And now you're continuing with this. If the flight is not equals to this thing, that you will print the what you have entered with the time, the number of the flight location will display. So print an invalid type of flight, and moving on to the next, that is for 60 minutes. See, if the flight is of 60 minutes duration, input type of plane, same procedure is going to be repeated, and same location you can see here, same, but this time this is for 60 minutes, not for 30 minutes. You can see all the variables here, they are counting separately, they are all known as subcounters. So in each case you can see that each case is mapped properly, and then you can see the length of this program is not very small. It is mapping everything which is included in here. So you can see that if flight type time, the same procedure, but I've changed this to 60 minutes, right? So you can see this is the main condition over here, right? So you can see all the conditions are evaluated completely, and hence the program is solved. So this is task 2, that will you would have understood that how long this is and how to keep focus on this. So if your control structures are understood clearly, you will easily map these all things smoothly. So I hope that you will like this, and we are going to move to task number 3 in the next slide. So thanks for watching.